your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. God Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We is them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast, it's like cruiserweight action. Your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke.
Yo, what up out there, household? My name is Hypocrisy Jones, or at least that's what I go by sometimes, and this is Hype Smoke Sesh, where we just sit back, relax. We talk about a little bit of wrestling. We talk about some wrestling news that's in the news right now. We talk about some things that I just think's interesting, man. I got a whole lot of things to talk about today, actually, because there's a lot of interesting things that have happened in the world of wrestling. Now, this ain't your normal show. I'm not about to talk to you about what happened on Raw or what happened on SmackDown or AEW like that. Not that I don't care about any of that, but I want to talk about what's in the news right now. I want to talk about what people are talking about. I want to talk about just interesting things that we don't normally talk about in the household, bro. So with that being said, I'm going to start off. I want to talk a little GCW Bloodsport, man. Because over the weekend, there was a Bloodsport event that featured a great deal of WWE wrestlers and former wrestlers. So what we have here is Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. Was that 11? I'm not really good with Roman numerals, but if you are, let me know. And in this, Julius Creed wrestled for Bloodsport, and he defeated Matt Mikowski by a technical knockout. We also saw Brutus Creed defeat Dirty Tom Lawler. And we saw Shayna Baszler defeat Miyu Hamashita. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name, but it is what it is. Dempsey was also in action, but he was defeated by Royce Isaacs, man. This was a pretty interesting card, man. I love that WWE is collabing with different promotions. You know, we see that in TNA, we see that now with Bloodsport, and we also see that with Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan and things like that, where we've seen Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles go overseas and wrestle in Japan. And man, I'm loving this. I'm loving more and more and more of this. One interesting thing that happened at the end of this Bloodsport, or Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, was that MVP debuted for Bloodsport, and he challenged Josh Barnett to at their next card. So that'll be something interesting to watch. MVP is he just recently got his black belt in judo, so I know there's a lot in Bloodsport. Yeah, he's still professional wrestling, right? But there's a little bit more air of realism in that, and I think that is going to be something to watch. And since we're talking about MVP a little bit, and and collaborations with WWE, the news here lately has been that Bobby Lashley is going to be going to TNA, so that's going to be something interesting to look at. And interesting to watch, man. I know in my last Smoke Sesh, I talked about how I think it would be cool if the Hurt Business was able to form in some way. Now, I know Cedric Alexander, he's over there doing his thing on NXT, and that is absolutely amazing. He's doing good work right now. And at least he's doing something, right? So we probably wouldn't see an iteration of the Hurt Business with Cedric Alexander, but we'll take what we can get. At least if we can get MVP and Bobby Lashley together, maybe a Shelton Benjamin, that would be pretty cool, bro. I think that would be pretty cool. So other things in the news this week is so there was an interesting meeting between two highly profiled people in the world of wrestling, and it seems that Tony Khan and Shane McMahon where they had a meeting together. Now it's been reported that Shane McMahon, reached out because he wanted to put some feelers out in the world of AEW to see if he could be a benefit, if he could possibly work in the future. And now it looks like it's coming to fruition, man. We got Tony Khan and Shane McMahon in a meeting together. I don't know how you feel about this, honestly, but I think this is the death of AEW. I feel like this is them like grabbing straws and stuff like that, man. Just grabbing for anything that they can get. And I don't know if this is the move for them. I don't know if this is the move I would want them to make. I know this is not the move that I want them to make. I think that AEW could do good work with the talent that they have, even the upper management that they have, as long as they just put in that work. But that's something that they're going to have to do. They're going to have to keep watching this situation, see what happens there, see what happens with more of that, bro. With that being said, we're going to take a small break. You're going to hear from my friends at the Kokomo Press.
Do you like comedy? Have you ever done it? Have you ever thought about going up on stage and telling some of those jokes that your family and friends just love to hear? Well, now you have the opportunity. Every Thursday night, starting February 15th at Cooper's Pub, we are doing an open mic. The Kokomo Press is doing an open mic at Cooper's Pub in the downstairs comedy den. It's going to be awesome. It's going to start at 8 p.m. on Thursdays, February 15th. And we're going to be doing open mic with 10 to 15 spots for each comedian at 5 minutes a spot. Do not hesitate to sign up. Sign-ups will be at 7:30 physically down there in the bar. Or if you want to, you can sign up early. All you have to do is message our page at the Kokomo Press. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have drinks and we're going to have food specials. And it's all a part of Cooper's Pub. You just go straight in, and instead of making a right, you make a left, you go downstairs, you make a left, and you're right down there in the comedy den. Myself and Brian Allen West are excited to see you, and we'll also have friends that you may know, like Jordan Bell, aka Hypocrisy Jones, Sean Dalrymple, a local comedian we love, and even Courtney Richardson. You're going to see us all out there. We're going to be having a blast. And again, it starts February 15th, but after that, it's every Thursday at 8 p.m. in the comedy den downstairs at Cooper's Pub. Hope to see you there.
Hey there, that was my homie Jordan from the Kokomo Press. He's a good homie, man. Talking about the Kokomo Press open mic night every Thursday night at Cooper's Pub in Kokomo, Indiana. So if you're in the Midwest, in the Central Indiana area, come through to Cooper's Pub, man. Come try to make some people laugh. Come to laugh yourself, man. Come to have some good beer. Come to have some good food, whatever, yo. But anyways, yo, this is a smoke sesh. I can't keep the smoke sesh going unless I'm smoking, right? That wouldn't make any sense. So today I have a Proxima OG Dragonfly pre-roll. So I don't know. Whatever your method is, keep going, yo. Do your thing. But last half of this smoke sesh, man, I want to talk a little bit about MJF. MJF was just recently in the news for doing MJF things, man. Apparently he caught some heat for flipping off a 7-year-old and calling him a terrorist, which I think that's a pretty MJF move, man. So on the July 17th episode of AEW Dynamite, Will Ospreay, MJF challenged Will Ospreay for the AEW International Championship. That was roughly an hour-long Iron Man match, basically, that came out, or that resulted in MJF winning the International Championship and dubbing it the American Championship. I can't remember what he's calling it right now. I just know it's big American flag. It gives me straight MAGA vibes, but I digress. I don't think it's full of that, but anyways, during that match, he apparently flipped off a 7-year-old. It said during an interview, it says MJF continued by noting that he did not feel the strikes and he flipped the young fan off because he was standing up to a bully. He then recapped scoring the win against Osprey. MJF is quoted as saying, "Now I didn't feel any strikes because I'm jacked. I have the chest size of a Dodge Ram truck." So she stops. She puts the gun away. It's at that point, even though I knew she had the gun on her, I wasn't fearing for my life at this point. You got to stand up to bullies, no matter what the situation is. So I flipped her off, rightfully so, in my opinion, as I think anybody else would. Then Osprey sneak attacks me from behind when all I'm trying to do is react to this vicious terrorist and proceeded to sneak attack me while we were in the crowd. Luckily, I stopped him. I threw him in the ring and I gave him a great right hand punch, and that was all she wrote. You know, MJF's doing MJF things. I love that, but what I really want to talk about is MJF falling off, man? It's like I don't feel very. I'm not feeling very MJF-y from MJF here lately. I'm not liking the sudden turnaround, the sudden change in character. I'm not. You know, I don't want the old MJF back because I don't think he has the same same partners in the ring as he did. But man, I want that fun MJF back. I kind of miss it. I kind of miss him and Adam Cole. Now I know that's not going to be a thing for a while because Adam Cole's still injured, or maybe injured, or they're just going away from the whole devil angle and stuff like that. Honestly, AEW is confusing. It's just confusing as hell. Yeah, maybe they do need Shane McMahon to kill him. It'd be the lethal injection into the company. Like putting the NWO and in WCW back in the day, bro, or at least the Hulk Hogan of it. But I don't know, man. I am an avid MJF fan. You know, I'm a devil worshiper as it were. But I'm not feeling this. I hope this goes somewhere. I really hope this goes somewhere else. Now I know like we're in this weird spot where we probably don't want MJF to touch Swerve or whoever the champion is right now, whether it be Daniel Bryanson after their next pay-per-view, or whether it still be Swerve Strickland. Maybe they want to wait on that interaction, but right now I feel like MJF is just running on the hamster wheel, man. It's kind of just feels like he's doing things just to do things, and that don't make a whole lot of sense, man. I'm not really loving that. I'm not really loving. Now, let me be real. I'm not the biggest MJ or AEW supporter in the world, but I do watch AEW, and I watch all wrestling because I love wrestling. But I love good wrestling. I want my wrestling to be good. I want my character work from MJF to be great character work, man. I don't know how we circle back to that in a way, but we have to find a way back to that. Maybe if the rumors are true, if Shane McMahon is coming into AEW, maybe he will help in that situation. But only time will really tell, man. Only time will really tell. I don't know. We shall find out. We shall find out. Yo, but anyways, my name is Hypocrisy Jones. This has been the Smoke Session. I don't want to keep you for a long time. I just want to keep you for enough time to maybe hit that blunt, smoke that joint, talk a little bit of wrestling. So this has been Hype Smoke Session. Be sure to stay tuned to the In Your House network of podcasts, whether it be on Mondays with Window Lickers, with the Voice and Groonmeister, whether it be on Wednesdays with the Raw Deal with Annie O'Neill and my boy Hollywood House, bro, or Fridays on the SmackDown Review Show with Groonmeister, or right here during the Smoke Sesh, bro. Make sure to stay tuned to In Your House because we're moving, man. We are now officially a top 100 podcast in the United States of America, according to Apple Podcasts, which is great. It shows all that work we've been doing, putting in that work, and hopefully that keeps paying off, bro. So, if you would please give us a give us a 5-star rating if you would, if you feel so inclined to. Give us a review, yo. But keep on checking out the content that In Your House is bringing to you, because man, we're trying to bring you all of the content, all of it, literally all of it. So the next time you'll see me is Sunday for the In Your House party, as we review SummerSlam and everything that happened at SummerSlam, all the fallout from SummerSlam, all the crying and everything everybody's gonna be doing, because Liv is gonna stand victorious over that evil person Rhea Ripley. All of that, man. We're gonna be talking about all of it. But for now, my name's Proxy Jones, and I'm out, yo.
Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con, in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We is them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast, it's like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke.